I'm not massively comfortable with this game.
And you're also going up against 100% win rate Shadow Shaman, 1-for-1 right now.
Best hero in the
That's why
game.
I got banned last. Yeah. You know, we just don't see it as much because we don't have James here to play it, but people are going to learn. Shadow Shaman was picked by James almost every game for a reason.
Did you see what Old 11 just did there? Yeah, that's so smart. He like ran up with his smoke, pretended to place a ward on the high ground, and swapped his fairy fire back in, so it looked like he was like just placing a ward because it was on cooldown, and they forced him to put the sentry down. All right, Vici, you've won. Changed my mind. GG. Go next.
Is it as galactic brain as yesterday's play?
All right, what was the play yesterday?
I forgot. I just thought you'd know.
Oh no.
So I just said it. Disruption LSA coming through on a PYW, struck a fate on 5 heroes.
But you've taken dive at level 1. That feels awful. Like, it's fine that you don't give away first blood with it, but it's like, you know when you used to take like lift on Rubik at level 1 to get first blood, and then you get to the lane, you'd be like, why have I got lift?
See how Somnus does in this matchup, because there's been so much talk about how great Lina is.
Oh dear.
But it is an Ori Storm.
Shadow Shaman.
As that's going on. Shadow Shaman, Poyoyo going down.
Oh, top lane as well.
Yeah, Eurus in a little bit of trouble. He'll survive. There was an LSA that landed at the same time over mid. There was 3 things happening all over the map.
I'm telling you, Shadow Shaman, best hero in the world, gets first blood, confirmed. Thanks, Gavin. Yeah, this mid lane should absolutely crush for Somnus, I think. The fact that you can just bully from the long range, like Storm's not the same kind of hero as Puck in the sense that you can maybe trade hits. I don't think you can ever trade hits against the leader as a Storm, really. Unless she like decides to push up into a creep wave and you pull her under with the vortex, but
well, when you got to deal with that FY Shadow Shaman who stops the Inkswell from hitting Yang, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Struck a fate from DY, killing off FY, and then DY dies. So you've got DY. Shadow Shaman and Shadow Demon, and then you've got FY DY. Yeah. This is it's still not as hard as when you had Phoenix playing and there was a Phoenix in the game.
Do you think they both wanted to be called FY? And DY was like, oh, okay, I'll just take the next closest thing and like moves one along on the keyboard.
Maybe.
FY's here, but he's sitting, I think they see him under the ward, right? On the Radiant side.
Right. Vortex again. I want to say Ori's kind of getting away with playing aggressively, but here comes FY going after DY. And they've got the damage. Yeah. The range there from Somnus is enough, but he loses his courier in the process.
I think good thing
gets kill for it. He's happy with it.
Yeah, good rotation by FY, but they also secures the other water room for the Lina, so where this Grim was coming over to try and get both. Oh, no spin.
Disruption, Blade Fury. UIW running, and if a couple more stacks of Shadow Poison could be there, maybe they make something happen. Meanwhile, mid again, they had the shackles. They look to get the kill here on Ori's. Does he have enough damage? Inkswell, maybe it pops in time. Ooh, just not in time. Otherwise, that might have turned around into a 2-for-1.
Imagine laning against Selena, and then a Shadow Shaman just turns up as well, and you're like, why? What have I done to deserve this? Like, look at the CS difference now between the Storm and the Lina. Oh no.
Lane again.
Oh no, Grim.
DY comes in, TP's over to a Laguna Blade and an LSA. They've got themselves the shackles to finish off DY. Super Seer too, so they've got the disruption. They'll have the Hex, the damage out. Ori forced the ball lightning out of this exchange and kind of leave PYW here with no dive, and he's dead too.
Yeah, they're just playing around the mid lane. This Lina's just, just dominating it. Poor Radiant supports. Yeah, and I like the Clinks. I think the Clinks was against the Lina before last time as well, right? And we were saying about how Strafe is really good at, or was it a TB? Where it's just really good at dodging projectiles, right? And auto attacks, because you get the 100% evasion from range. Oh. Found the Mars.
It's actually top of the net worth. Yeah, they'll get the Mars up in the top lane. Laguna Blade again with the double damage from Somnus. Now 3-0-2, involved in 5 of the 7 kills for Elephant. Been a really good time on this Lina and still behind the Clinks in terms of net worth. And Poyo gave up first blood.
They're pretty even. And the thing is, the Tide can't really kill the Clinks, right? And FY's been playing mid all the time, so they're kind of just trading farm with each other.
Ball lightning in. They've got the silence. Can they get the kill here? Yes, they can. DY getting credit for that one. A big move over bottom. And finally one that's a positive move for Ori.
Yeah, it's the same kill that happened top just 30 seconds later. Oh, nice deny.
Oh. Ink swell. Just to leave, or at least attempt to.
Can you keep up with him? No. DI with the movement speed advantage. Ever so slightly.
And he's got 1,700 gold saved up. He's going into the first Mithril Hammer for this Desolator. FY stumbling upon these heroes on Vici. Phantom's Embrace. They've got the silence. Now they're going to try and get the kill. Old 11, he's hit with a disruption, and Elephant kind of know that they can't help him.
Yeah,
so FY will die to DY.
I was also going to say, interesting that the Lina built Yules first this game as well, instead of the normal BOTs that we've been seeing.
I will say Laguna Blade now the Ravage followed up, lands on a 3. They brought down the arena. Or, well, he propped up the arena. They get the kill on Ori, and can they get anything more?
Quick, she doesn't really want to run up the high ground because it's a bit of a risk, right? If the Tide had been able to go at first, then it would have been fine, but they're going to look towards the tier 1 mid. Instead, they have this healing ward down. So very difficult for Vici to approach us, especially without arena. Tide's being the brick wall again.
You really would like to have that arena in the Supernova, but PYW, he might be in trouble. Is he going to be forced to throw that Supernova? He doesn't have the mana for it. Now Icarus dives back. Inkswell on Old 11. That sends him away. And they still get the kill on Old 11.
Oh no, they caught the Storm.
Yeah, Storm caught. LSA, Supernova, not going to matter. They might even be able to take out this egg. Instead, they don't get Ori. Just is able to skirt out alive.
If they'd reacted slightly quicker, they would have found the kill there, but couldn't quite get in range on the other heroes.
They still have Omni. And they're going to dust. That didn't hit Poyoyo. Inkswell, silence on a Eurus, Blade Fury. Now the Demonic Purge thrown on from Super. Poyoyo retreating again as Super gets the kill on a DY. They've got the Serpent Wards as well as the Shackles onto the Mars. And Vici are just throwing bodies into death. It feels like there's numbers there for Vici, but they're so split up and not focusing any target on the side of Elephant, and they just keep losing numbers. Oh, Somnus.
Oh, he's
spotting Ori. Can he get the LSA in time? Yeah, he can. Laguna Blade's there, dominating for Somnus, has that double damage. And again, just Ori getting caught. He's 0-3-2, really hasn't had an impact on this game.
Do we think Elephant are going to get Lina for the rest of the tournament now? I just don't see it. Oh, they found PYW. I say he found PYW. But PYW might have found FY.
Found him. Yeah. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
I didn't realize FY was so alone.
I see for you.
And now they smoke under it.
They need to run. Not Vici.
Somnus is here.
Well,
never running. Somnus ready to throw the LSA. They've got the Icarus as well as the Hex. They'll throw the Ravage. That comes in from Yang. They get the kill on a PYW as well as Ori. Taking out 2 very quickly. And where are they? Right by Roche. They'll go right in.
Easy peasy. They saw the smoke under the ward and they just stayed anyway. You got to expect it's going to come. I appreciate the play from the Phoenix though. Tries to dive in and use up the Lina so that the Storm doesn't get comboed. But the LSA gets off just in time. And with the Gush, this race is just going to die.
They smoke out of Roche.
So they're just going to go again, even without Ravage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's an attempt to go towards bottom.
Where's the party?
Oh, Ori ball lining in.
Oh, the heck.
They're going to dust. Disruption, and They might be able to get this kill. They've got the arena down as well as the spear. They'll look to finish off FY. And now the Supernova in a decent spot. The right click's coming in. Eurus needs to leave, but he's already used the Blade Fury. Supernova not going to be in time to stop him within range. It was close, though. Eurus working with an Aegis. How much do they want to commit on the side of Vici? Poyoyo still trekking forward. Not a lot of mana to work with. And instead, they'll work bottom tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
He's so far off this BKB on Mars. Still another 1,000 and a little bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, old 11.
Money to burn. Dire's bottom tower.
Oh, boy. Safe.
Oh, I thought they were going to...
Barely.
Honestly, I thought they were going to commit Ravage for that, but...
This is getting dangerous where Somnus is about to have MKB.
Yeah. And we've seen that this tournament already. It does not go well for the other team usually. Old 11 hiding. Wants the good arena in the back line. These Serpent Wards are so strong though, just forcing the fight.
They just don't have Ori or Poyoyo. Like, even he's hiding right now, but he can't make the jump without those two. I just think they're too slow back, right?
Oh, the Purge.
Inkswell, strong dispel, not gonna matter.
How did...
Old 11 dead immediately. FY gets the kill.
I don't know how they saw it. Was it the Heat Vision? I don't know. I mean, that's just going to be a set of racks then. Elephant didn't even have to use Ravage. They just group up, wait for Shaman Wars and just go again.
Lighting in. BKB, Ravage, and
they
that
caught the
Ravage gets out of the clinks. They've got the Shackle as well as the Lagoon. They'll have the right click damage to get the kill. Poyoyo ends up dead. Storm doing a decent chunk, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. And now Yule's up into the air, and the Supernova not getting off. They'll go for FY, but they get the Hex. They have the Shackle. Well done by FY.
Yeah, they just call it.
And they'll call GG, and Elephant are going to take a 2-0 over Vici. Looking mighty clean.
I'm sure Old 11's probably pretty angry that his team didn't come and defend that top racks with him, because he was in a great position to find the jump onto the backline with the arena. So, yeah.